Well, as millions of dollars pour into the Trump administration, a nearly record high number of cars are being repossessed as more and more Americans continue falling behind on their auto loan payments. This year, more than 7.5 million cars have already been assigned for repossession. That number, though, is expected to hit nearly 11 million by the end of the year. That's according to data from the Recovery Database Networks. Tariffs have played a part, increasing some sticker prices, with automakers saying they tried to hold off on raising prices when the tariffs first kicked in. But now many companies saying they just can't afford to do that anymore. So joining me now, automotive expert and co-founder of Car Edge, Ray Shefska. Ray, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today. We're hearing a lot of warnings about the auto finance industry as a whole being at a breaking point. Do you agree?
We are seeing signs that the difficulty that many Americans are having in making their car payments is a growing and troubling sign. So yes, I think as we continue to see repossessions move forward and go up, you have to also consider that many of the large banks out there, the lenders, are actually increasing their loan loss provisions because they don't expect the loans that they wrote in the past to perform at the level that they thought they would. And in many cases, they're actually delaying the repossessions by trying to work with the customers to extend their loan terms, offer a couple of months abatement on payments. So yeah, the repossession issue is a real concern at the moment.
So, Ray, walk us through that. I mean, how many payments can borrowers generally miss before that big tow truck shows up at their home, at their job, or at the grocery store? They come out and there's no car.
Typically, once you start falling behind 60 days, the banks become very concerned. And they normally don't like to let it get to a 90-day delinquency. But in many cases, we're seeing that today simply because the banks don't want to be repossessing as many vehicles as should be repossessed. I think they're trying to play a little bit of a waiting game here so that it doesn't sound the alarm bells.
All right, so Ray, lots of families right now, kind of trying to juggle a lot of different things, trying to do this balancing act. But in your opinion, does some of this also come down in any way to, type of exploitive lending practices?
Well, on the subprime side of things, yeah, obviously we see people being charged 24, 25, as much as 30% interest on car loans. And that's onerous for especially the people that already have had credit difficulties. So there is a certain amount of predatory lending that goes on. And then there's other things that exacerbate it for the customers, and that is the cost of maintaining their vehicle has gone up. And as we all know, the cost of insuring a vehicle has gone up.
It certainly has. So, how do you think this is remedied, Ray? I mean, is it giving people more leeway? Is that the answer?
Uh, I think part of the answer would be education. A lot of people are financially ignorant to a degree, and they don't actually always realize what they're signing up for and what they're getting into. And part of it is lenders and dealers trying to figure out ways to work with the customers so that they can stay in the vehicles and continue to make payments.
All right. So, we said at the top of this, more and more Americans are falling behind. So, I have to assume that there are some people who are watching this right now who are going to, trying to figure out what they're going to do. What would you advise? People who are watching who may either already be or know that they soon will be in default on their car loan.
If you are having difficulty making the payment, contact your lender. Uh, they want to lend money. They don't necessarily want to be in the car business. So contact the lender, ask them if there's a way to figure out how to lessen the payment for the time being or extend the loan term a little longer while lowering the payment so that it can remain more affordable on a monthly basis. Don't hide. Get in touch with that lender and see if they'll work with you.
Right. Do not hide because you don't want to come out and your car is not there. Ray Shefska, thank you so much for your time.